Good afternoon. My name's Christopher Dyer. This is my daughter Amanda Dyer. Uh, we're coming on here tonight to make a video for you. She has had a lot of health conditions over the years, and from the time she got 18, it got a lot worse. Uh, we're just pleading with you to listen to our story and try to help us out on the GoFundMe account. I don't know how to put the medical or the clickable link in there, so I'm just going to give you the info here a little bit later on how to get the GoFundMe account. But I tell you what, we really appreciate everything you can do. It matters more than you'll ever know. I'm going to let Amanda basically tell you a little bit about her medical history and let you know how we got to this point and what all has happened to her during this point. She's only 23 and she has not been able to live what we consider the normal life of a 23-year-old up to 18. We were handling the few medical issues that she had, and she was able to have a life. But from 18 on, it's just gone downhill, and she ain't been able to work. It's just a mess. And there's other people out there, I'm sure, that have these same ailments that would, like to get the information out there. And like I said, me and her mom did not know exactly what was going on with her and what these ailments could cause and what they could do to her body until we were put in that situation where she had it. And we saw it firsthand and personally, and it really tears a parent up when you cannot do nothing for your child to help them. And because, we're fix-it people. Parents are fix-it people. And to see her going through all this is just, it's heartbreaking. And as much as it's heartbreaking to us, I know the pain for her is outrageous. I can see it. So I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about her medical history.
I was born on June 11th, 1996. When I was born a week late. I did end up having my first bowel movement before I was born. So when I came out, there was a lot of meconium and stuff. When I was born, they were scared I was going to inhale it and it go into my lungs. Everything seemed to be fine. They sent me home the next day. I just had really, really bad stomach issues from birth, though. Really bad reflux, really bad constipation, urinary issues, stuff like that. I've been to all the doctors pretty much in Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Murray Regional, Williamson, everywhere we've went. The Vanderbilt doctors right now really are at a standstill on what's wrong. That's why Murray sent me up to Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt is at the same point. About 2011, I was 15. My stomach started hurting really, really bad, and I ended up having a full-blown bowel impaction. And it was so bad that they had to do emergency surgery on me to clean out the whole obstruction. During that time, they said I had developed toxic megacolon, and they said it would go away. It never has. It's always been there. Fast forward to 2016, still dealing with all the stomach issues, real bad stomach issues. 2016, I had my gallbladder removed. They just said it wasn't working, still real bad stomach pain. They were hoping it would help. It never did. 2016, a few more months later down the road from the gallbladder surgery, I had my first seizure. It lasted for about 35 minutes total before EMS got there. They thought I had meningitis, so they ambulance took me up to Vanderbilt, and they couldn't find any meningitis, no nothing. My blood work was all out of whack, so they did keep me and just said it was multiple seizure disorder. So that started up, and then 2018, I got diagnosed with polycystic kidney disease. I mean, I've always had issues with my kidneys, passing kidney stones a lot, but nothing seemed to be going right with the kidneys. I was in the ER in Vanderbilt, and they accidentally found it on a renal ultrasound. And right now they say the size of my kidneys are around football size, both of them, and between 35 and 40 pounds. We're kind of at a standstill right now about that. There's really not much they can do for that right now because my GFR function is it goes up and down all the time. I've also, in 2018, May 30th of 2018, I had C. diff out of nowhere. They hospitalized me for 4 days in Vanderbilt. Did some really, really aggressive antibiotics and sent me home on antibiotics. Then in February of 2019, I got C. diff again. Same thing. I wasn't hospitalized. They pretty much told me, you've done it, once by yourself. You can do it again. Sent home with the antibiotics, and then not even 4 months later, I got C. diff again. So I've had C. diff 3 times since 2018. We're on our way to the Mayo Clinic in August because all of this has to be related in some way. The pain I go through every day is crazy. There's some days that, I try not to take my medicine. I try to just bear through it. But some days it's just, I can't really, function much. I try to do as much as I can around the house, but I can't keep a steady job. I have to get all of my health under control before I can do that. So we're hoping Mayo Clinic will help us find out some answers, at least for the stomach issues. We already know the polycystic kidney deal. We already know all of that. So there's not much to manage there besides monitoring me. And if the time comes that I need dialysis or a transplant, then we'll be on that road later on. But right now, everything is pretty much at a standstill. So we will be on our way to Mayo in August to hopefully get the stomach issues finished. They will probably more than likely be doing a fecal transplant. For y'all that don't know what that is, they have frozen samples and they transplant the frozen fecal matter into the person that has zero good bacteria in their colon. And they have about an 80 or 90% success rate with that. So we're hoping to get up there and get it done, and they say people feel better within 4 days. So we're hoping if we can just get that over with and my stomach would stop hurting, I would be able to do so much more.
And we're hoping that all these conditions, once her body can regulate her pH balance, which Mayo has excellent success rates, that other conditions will start maybe tapering off on their own, because I just believe in all my heart and soul everything is related to this, what we're going to try to get done. Me and her mother have taken off many times to go with her to doctor's appointments, had to take off personal time from work. She had 1 year she had 33 ER visits alone. We have good insurance, but we still have out of pocket. And it's just crazy. The doctors, got to the point to telling her, well, basically that's all we can do. There's nothing wrong. We can't find nothing, and that's what she gets from she does this. So when Mayo was contacted, they got her records and they see a lot of things that they think, need to be addressed. And we're hoping and praying. We have prayed and prayed and prayed, and would appreciate if y'all do the same thing, because we have prayed that she gets better, because like I said, as parents, we just want her to have a normal life, and I ask for much, just be able to be out of pain enough to get a job, get married, have kids, just a normal life. That's all we're asking. And we're going to Rochester, Minnesota. That's where the Mayo Clinic that does this procedure is. We live in Tennessee. It's a long ways, 1,300 miles. We're going to have to fly. I've got FMLA paperwork pending at my workplace to try to get off without pay to be off that week to go. And her mother is trying to also get personal time off to go so we can be with her. We feel that is very important to do that. and we're just hoping this is going to work out. We have a GoFundMe account. She actually has a GoFundMe account she set up because she's very adamant about, she knows how much we put out for financially and over the years, and she was very adamant about trying to help do everything herself. And she set up a GoFundMe account, and we don't know how to do the clickable link, like I said, but it's Team Dyer, DYER, on GoFundMe. It's in Lewis County, Tennessee, and I think it says help Amanda with medical expenses. I'm not sure, but it's got a picture of her laying in a hospital bed on the post. If you can, please, we're only asking, our goal is $5,000. She just wants enough money to where we can get up there on the flights, have lodging, and have some meals while we're there waiting. That's all we're asking. We're not asking no outrageous amount. We're just trying to do the bare minimum. And if anything is left over, she is going to donate it back to another cause, or the donors, however that works, we're going to donate it to someone else in need. We're not doing this for any reason except just to get there. We're trying our best. And on Facebook, you can contact me on Facebook. My name is Christopher Dyer, D-Y-R, and you'll see me in a picture with two more guys that are my best friends, and or Amanda Dyer, D-Y-R. You can contact her on Facebook and become friends if you want to do the clickable link that way. But you can also go to the GoFundMe. But if you can share this with as many people as you can, we would seriously appreciate your help and support. Thank you for listening to our video, and we just look forward to God blessing us through y'all, through MAYO, through other, any avenue to get her where she can have a normal life again. Thank you.